Before you came round, my heart would never beat much faster. Before you came round, I was ready to slow down. Before you came round, I was heading for a small disaster. Before you came round, I was ready to blow me down.
Hello everyone, it's Layla here, and today I'm going to be doing my, what should I call this, makeup storage collection thing. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to call it yet, but basically I'm going to be showing you like most of my makeup. I feel like it would take a long time to go through every single piece, but I'll show you the good stuff and like how I store it and all that stuff. As I mentioned in my flat tour video, I am moving house, moving flat, so I'm not sure whether it's going to look exactly the same like in the next place because we're going somewhere a lot smaller. So I wanted to get this filmed because for the first time in my entire life I have a makeup desk that I love and is like my dream makeup desk, and I just don't want to ever forget this moment because it may never happen again. Also, I realise I'm shining very bright today. I went a bit mad with the highlighter again, but you know, I just like my highlighter. I just like it and I like to be extra. And if you're wondering which one I used, it was the Sleek Solstice palette. That palette is friggin' amazing, like absolutely amazing if you're looking for a cheaper highlighter. And like, to be honest, I have way more expensive highlighters and they don't work as well as that one, so it is so worth the money. I hope you can't hear the traffic outside. Probably should have closed the window. So yeah, if you're interested in seeing my makeup collection, it's very humble. Well, to be fair, it's a lot bigger than it used to be, but it's not as big as I want it to be. So we're growing, we're getting there, we're getting bigger, we're growing. Yeah, if you want to see my makeup collection and how I store everything, then just keep watching. I'm not going to link all the products below, but I will try and link like my desk and drawers below. They're just from IKEA. Not very interesting. If you want to see, then just keep watching and I will show you. Hiya, so just to start, this is a pan of my desk which is from IKEA. I will link it below if I can find it. And there next to it is just the drawers that I store most of my makeup in because the desk isn't really big enough to store the makeup in. Okay, so as just a closer up, I keep my brushes and just like products such as makeup remover. I've got MAC fixing spray, nail polish remover, and there's my brushes. I have 3 pots I think, and these are all from IKEA. I think they're candle pots. And then I have my beauty sponges stored in a really lovely mug. Then in this drawer on the right, I do keep my like buffing brushes. I've got sellotape to sort of carve out my eyes and some tweezers. And then this lovely pot here stores the perfume that I currently wear, which is Juicy Couture. This pot, well, it's not really a pot, but it's like an ornament that I store it in. I got the idea from IKEA themselves because they actually did that when I went to see the showroom. And then we've got my jewellery. I keep my favourite jewellery on that gold leaf there. And then next to it is just some small perfume bottles. And then over to the left hand side, I've got more products, and in the drawer I just keep like other bits and bobs such as like my hairbrushes in there. I've got more makeup removers and my lip products, well, my lip gloss. And this is my ring light that I use for taking selfies. It's so cool, like I would definitely recommend getting one because they really do work. So then I have the big drawer that comes with the desk, and in here I just keep most of my palettes. So some of my favourite palettes is like, I've got the NYX Ultimate Brights palette. I really love this palette, and as you can see in that section of the drawer, I do keep like my bright colours, sort of like the colours that I use from experimenting with, the more, I don't know, out there colours I suppose. I also have the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette, which is another favourite of mine. In the middle section I keep my quads, and my favourites have to be the Fleur de Force quads. I've got the one in Lunar Rose and Cosmic Bronze. They're so good and really good, well priced and really pigmented, so I really recommend them. So those ones as well. And then I have my more nude colours in the right hand side of the drawer. So as you can see, I've got Urban Decay. This is the Kylie Jenner palette in bronze, I think. That's really nice as well. And then I've got my Cocoa Blends palette from Zoeva, which is also really nice. Sort of nude colour, but you've also got some darker ones in there as well. These are the drawers. I think these are the Alex drawers. So on top of the drawers, I keep this acrylic makeup holder, and that has my lipsticks, my MAC lipsticks, and my NYX lipsticks in. I thought it was just really nice. It went really well in there. So my two favourite MAC lipsticks has to be Diva and Stone. And then my two favourite NYX lipsticks are the Abbey Dabby and Copenhagen. As you can see, I also had my lip pencils in there as well. So these are a couple of my favourite. I've got MAC, Rimmel, NYX, and I really love the Barry M ones as well. They're really cheap but really good. So in the first drawer we have my lipsticks, and I'm just going to show you a couple of my favourites. As you can see, I have quite a large amount of lipsticks. It has to be my guilty pleasure. I absolutely love the lipsticks, and yeah, I just love keeping them. It can be quite a struggle when choosing the one I like, but just here I've selected a few of my favourites for you. So this is the Kat Von D Everlasting in Lolita. Then we've got the Tom Ford in Casablanca. Then I've got the YSL Rouge Vulture in 44. Moving on, I've got this Lime Crime Diamond Crusher lip gloss thing in Dope. Then we've got Jeffree Star in Androgyny. This one's from Lime Crime. It's called Blood Moon. Then we've got the OCC Lip Tart in Synth. And finally the Barrier Matte Me Up in Minimalist. So moving on to my second drawer. This is mostly cream products, contours, cream contours, concealers and that kind of thing. This is a palette I bought online. And then this one is the colour correcting palette from NYX. Then I've got my Kat Von D Lock-It Concealer. And then the LA Girl Pro Concealers. I think one of them in highlight. And then I've got the NYX Wonder Stick. We've got the High Beam. This is the NARS Multiple in Orgasm. You can use it on your cheeks or on your lips. And then I've got another palette here, another box here that kind of just stores my lip glosses. So you've got the NYX Butter Gloss in Tiramisu. I also keep lip scrubs in there as well. And this is one of my favourite ones. This is Dior in, I think it's Dope. No, not Dope. I forgot what it's called. Okay, the next one is this drawer, which contains my highlight, contours and blushes. I keep the blushes in this separate little acrylic container. I think it just separates it really nicely. So this is one of my NYX palettes in Sweet Cheeks. And this is a Revolution Makeup. It's a blush palette, but I use it for highlight as well. And it's in Blush Queen. And then some of my blushes include this one from Rodale. Love the packaging on this. This one is in Copacabana. And then that next one there is... that's in Double Dare. And then we've got a MAC one here in Fever. And then moving on to my contours, this one's from Sleek here. This is the Face One palette, and the one before that was Collection. Going very fast here. Those ones are my Milani brushes. I really like them. And then on to highlights. This was the palette I was talking to you about before. That's the Solstice palette. And then we had some blushes, some contours, and that is obviously the best highlight in the world. Okay, so then the next drawer would be the foundations, primers, and this is the foundation I'm using at the moment. It's the Kat Von D Lock-It Foundation. I'm not that keen on it anymore. I just find it a little bit too thick. I'm actually enjoying this one a lot more. This is from L'Oreal. It's a very lightweight one. And then we've got the powders. We've got the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder, the Pro Artist HD Banana Powder, which is a great dupe for there's another one that's really famous and I forgot what it is. Okay, so this is going very fast. Okay, moving on to primers, we've got the Makeup Forever Step 1 Primer. We've got the MAC Prep and Prime Skin Finish. That's just a tester, but it was very good. Oh, I love this one. This is Collection Primed and Ready in Apricot. This is one of my favourites. And then the Benefit Professional, of course. So moving on to the next drawer, this is where I keep most of my, so it's like mascaras, mini eyeshadow palettes, Better Than Sex, Too Faced, favourite mascara ever. Clinique Tabby Lash is also another favourite of mine. I really love that one. And then Lash Sensational, of course, who does not love Lash Sensational? So I keep some bigger palettes in here as well, just because they won't fit in the other drawer. That one's from BH Cosmetics, that's really nice. And then just down to the side, I keep like the single eyeshadow, just the singles eyeshadows, I guess. So I've got one from NYX, Kiko, and then MAC, that one's in Cranberry. And then I've got my NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk. And then the Glam Crystals in Dig It. And this is a lovely eyeshadow single. I can't remember the name or the brand, but I just really love the colour. So the last drawer is kind of like a mismatched drawer. I sort of just keep things like backups, products to clean my brushes with, extra makeup bags. I've got my talcum powder, which I use to bake with sometimes. Just, yeah, lashes when I have some. Yeah, it's sort of like the drawer where I just keep all my beauty backups. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it gave you a bit of an insight into what makeup I have. Like I said, we're still getting there, we're still growing. But yeah, so yeah, I hope you enjoyed that, and I will see you in my next video. As always, I'm happy to support other channels, so just link them below. And yeah, let's just keep going with that. So I look forward to seeing you in my next video, and have an amazing week. Bye guys.